Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ann Rossley. I'm here with my dear friend and colleague, Kyle Harvey. We sell real estate in downtown Chicago, and we love coming to you every week to talk about what's going on so you know the truth about what's happening in Chicago real estate. How are you, Kyle?
I'm much better today. Thank you. A lot of stuff in the air. You're going to hear me coughing, people. Sorry about that.
Okay. So we were talking before, what is this mystery thing that Kyle has? But I know a lot of people who have spring issues right now. So wishing you the best. You had a good weekend?
I did. I think this is going to be a great week also. We've got good weather. People are positive through Mother's Day.
Yeah. I think so too. Yeah. Today, everybody, we're going to talk about statistics. We're going to talk to you about what's really going on in the real estate market. We have all the information through end of April. We're also going to talk about the neighborhood, the near west side of Chicago. And after that, we're going to look and see how fast will this sell segment. We're going to look at properties that we've brought up before and see what their status is. So with all that said, let's jump into the housing market update. You know, we look at the lakefront communities up to Edgewater and west, including the near west side, West Town, Logan Square, Roscoe Village, etc. Okay, so houses first. 73 homes closed last month, and that's down a little bit from the month before. I was going to say, circled on this chart are the Aprils from previous years. So you can see what a typical April looks like, but we don't really have typical Aprils, I guess. Under contract, 89, up from the previous month. We've been as low as 56 in April during COVID, but you can see we've also had some pretty high highs in the last 5 years. Homes for sale, single family homes, that's up, Kyle, 263. And the previous 2 Aprils, we had lower numbers of homes for sale. So I see that as a bit of a promising sign for a leveling of the marketplace.
Yep.
Inventory, we're now at 3.6. So that's the highest it's been in a while. We had a little bit higher last year. But when you break it down, and Kyle and I love to break it down, look at it by price. The purple is at the bottom, 11.7, at the top. Purple's at the top because that's the high number. 2.5 million and above is only 11.7 months worth of supply. But if you're under 1.2, it's 2.3. And if you're 1.2 to 1.5, it's 2.0. So
luxury is taking longer to sell in this market. Everything is priced is flying.
Luxury had its big heyday during COVID, but we're back to normal now. 1.35 is the median sales price for a single family home. And this I thought was interesting. If you break it down, it's not just that the 2.5 and above are bigger homes, although they can be, but they also are pricier on a square foot basis. With the median sales price of $400 per square foot, luxury is $578 per square foot. Compare that to 1.2 million or less, it's $340 per square foot. I thought that was kind of an interesting statistic.
Yeah.
Looking at condos, 880 this is condos, not attached, condos only. Closed.
Only so townhouses. So tell me
I didn't include them in this for this.
What is attached if it's? I mean, what are condos if it's
the title's wrong?
Oh, so it's just condos, apartments.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Condos. Yeah. I should have changed it and I didn't. But anyway, no, it's just condos. Under contract 966. Now, this is what I want to kind of point out here. Do you notice attached under contract for each of the previous years, it's already on the downslope. You see that?
Yeah.
1775, 1541, 1058. So here's my concern. Have we already passed our peak in condos?
Well, remember, I wonder if people were waiting the last month or so, a couple of months, for rates to go down. And I think the information we're getting now is rates aren't going to go down in the near future. And I've seen a couple of articles saying rates could go up to 10. I can't imagine that, but I can imagine a lot of things. So I wonder if there was sort of a trying to time the rates for condos. Condos are much more sensitive to interest rates.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, you know what? I hope you're right, because if this trend follows previous years,
Yeah.
then that means we've seen the highest number of condo sales so far this year, and that would be a shame.
Yeah. You know, we are also right at the end of the school year right now for a lot of people. And so decision making is tough. I wonder if we're going to have a strong June.
I hope so.
July vacations.
Yeah. Inventory is low compared to the last few years at 2180, certainly down versus April of the previous year. And month supply is 2.9, so very much a seller's market. Here's the breakdown by price. If you're a luxury condo, 12 months worth of inventory. If you are the lowest price point, you're 2.1.
They fly.
Median sales price 409 versus 370 at the low. And I always love this chart. Showings per listing in a month. If you're in the lower price point, it's 7.4. If you're in the higher price point, it's 2.5. Okay, and this is rolling 12 months of condo sales. So 12 months ending April 30th of this year, 9175. That's down almost 15% versus previous year, which was down almost 27% from the year before that. Same holds true when we're looking at single family homes. 910 versus 1106 was down 18%, and 1106 versus 1610 was down 31%. All right, we've got our updated showing time. Remember, January 2014 is the base number. That's 100. 214, we've gone up, and we're higher in our area than the United States in terms of showings. I thought that was interesting. All right. This shows mortgage rates on average of 7.22. However, this slide was prepared on Thursday. They're down to 7.02 now, average.
Yay.
Rent. Okay. Rents have come down in the last couple months, but it's still up over the previous year. And if you look at the median price for, this is all the Chicago area, folks. If you look at 2 bedrooms, which is the second line down, average rent is $27.52. That's down 7% versus the last 30 days, but up 11% over the last year at this time. So that means that we are number 12 in the nation in terms of expensive rentals, 18.9% year over year for 1 bedrooms, 24% year over year for 2 bedrooms. So that's all I have.
No, that's really helpful to see what's going on in the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we ready to talk?
Let's talk about
folks, we don't know where it's going. You know, we came into the year thinking, like all the experts were thinking, that rates would come down to 5% and it would be a great market again. They haven't. Everybody's aware, you know, but
lower end of the market is very active, which shows that many buyers are insensitive to interest rates at the entry level because they figure they'll get something. And also there's a shocking number of cash buyers, even with young people. Their parents are buying them homes.
Right.
So it is, it's really, it's a very, you know, it used to be that you sort of had this nice cycle that you could depend on, you could talk about, you could relate to your clients, they could understand what's coming. And nowadays we're learning something new every year.
We're going to talk about Westtown. There's Westtown.
What is that?
Do it again. Isn't this cool? This is Google Earth. So you can see Westtown in relation to where the city loop is. We're
That's
basically
a
West
huge
Loop.
area.
It is. So folks, it's basically from Kinsey on the north down to 16th Street on the south, from the river over to Western. And you can see the line down the middle. That is I-290.
Yeah.
So most people, when they think of the near west side, they forget to include south of 290. Brokers sometimes will forget to show south of 290. So I actually broke out a little statistical analysis even based on this, over the line versus under the line, if you will.
Mhm.
And I think personally, the under the line is going to be the next hot area. This is the map that basically shows you all the streets that are included. And here's my Google map that gives you a sense of where things are. There are totally different areas of Westtown for conversation's sake. In the top right, in the yellow, you can see Fulton Market and West Loop. It also includes the United Center area. Lower than 290, you've got the Medical District, Tri-Taylor, University of Chicago area. So there's some very distinct neighborhoods within this. And there they are. Oh, and Greektown. I forgot to mention Greektown, which is north of 290, but south of Fulton Market. Okay, I pulled demographics, and I thought this was really cool to look at. Let me remove our coffee cup. There we go. General population. Near West Side, 68,000 roughly, and 34,000 households. The average size of the household is 1.9 versus 2.4. So in the city of Chicago, which I think shows you it's more of a young people's neighborhood, more single people living.
Yes.
And then the median age is only 31.8 if you look down at the very last on the left versus 35 and 37 or 8 in the area. So it's very young. Yeah, isn't it interesting? I geek out on stats. Okay, household income. Let's see what this is. Median income is 98.6 versus Chicago at 65.8. So you can see that that's driving some luxury. And then computing devices. Go ahead.
There are parts of that area, and some of the properties I'm going to show you exhibit it, that are very expensive. The West Loop, which is part of the near West Side,
right,
are much more expensive than the area that you say is going to be much hotter. The area south of 290 with Tri-Taylor, some of the areas around the United Center that are being redeveloped. Right. That shows you how really expensive the West Loop is to drag up that significantly.
Those other areas. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. Really good point. Oh, well, I'll just show you computer devices. 94% have one or more computing devices versus 92 in the rest. Okay, let's go to the next slide here. Housing type. And this is really interesting. Noticed single family detached, only 4% of the housing stock is single family in this area.
That's surprising. Little Italy has a lot of houses.
Yeah, but they have a lot of 2 to 4 units. You see,
right.
Yeah.
So houses which are attached. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one that I think is so remarkable and speaks to this neighborhood is the age of the housing stock.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 44% that was built in 2000 or later. Do you see that in the?
That's the West.
Versus look at the city of Chicago to the right, 11.8%.
Yeah, that's
was built.
Yeah.
So that just shows you if people today want new, and they want to be by all the restaurants like Fulton Market and Randolph Street. Yeah, this is where they go. Just really, and it encapsulates then what's going on. So, okay, here's the deal. If you're north of I-290, The median sales price for a condo is $424. And this is what that area looks like. If you're south, it's $345.
Yeah.
See that difference? But you've got medical students and college kids south of 290, as well as people who've been in their homes for generations. North is $422 per square foot, while south is $297 per square foot. Really quite a difference. And then the month supply of condos is for both areas, it's very low.
Yeah, very low.
So, I wanted to show you one more thing. Oh, I didn't bring it up. Let me see if I can. If I can, I'll do it really quick. If not, oh yeah, here we go. Slide, it's uploading. Tom and I actually were looking at buying in Fulton Market at one point, but we weren't going to buy when it looked like this. That's what it used to look like. But this is when we were thinking about buying it. We had a building we had our eyes set on that was like $250,000, and it was for like 4 floors of 2,500 square feet. So it would have been essentially 10,000 square feet of a nice brick loft building for $250,000. But at that point, this is what our view would have been, and it would have smelled like fish. But how smart would we have been if we had just done that, right? So, folks, it's a lesson.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing that's so great, and one of the reasons why this area remains so hot is the city required it to keep enough of the character. So they are using the shapes of these buildings. There we go. They've redone them, but look at what Google did to that other building. Oh, it's incredible. Go ahead.
Yeah. But no, this is the last one. So this is what it looks like today. And as Kyle said, you can see the vintage buildings, but they've just zhuzhed it up so much. And it's such a vibrant and fun area right now. So
they really have. They've been very creative. And well, one of the things that is Fulton Market, interestingly, was developed as a business and industrial district. They were allowed to build businesses there. And as a result, there are few condos. It's mostly rentals that were allowed to be built. Mm-hmm. But now that it's filling in, and with more pressure especially to the north, towards Kinsey, they are, and actually even further north towards, because there are some people who say the district goes all the way to Huron, but that area is going to get a lot more condos, get a lot more built up as the time goes on, because there's so much demand for that neighborhood. And it'll be interesting to see if this attempt to make the loop into a residential district will take some of the pressure off of changing so dramatically the character of that area surrounding Fulton Market. Because what's so charming about it is that it is surrounded by there are all sorts of still some light manufacturing, light industry there that makes it just a great place to live and work. And it's really fantastic.
And you can see the proximity to downtown, even if and
they're working there. But here's another thing. As they build, they really have to work on road access to it, because I got to tell you, if it's an hour to get to a restaurant from my house in the Gold Coast into Fulton Market, unacceptable. So this is the Hampton.
That's fun.
Luxury. This is a penthouse unit at 1109 West Washington Boulevard. So right in the heart of all the action, all the beauty, restaurants galore. This is on the market for $5.1 million, and it's got luxury, etc. It's 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, and it's about 5,000 square feet. Now, you can't really see this, but lean in, everybody. Floor 1, it's a duplex. Floor 1 is the communal living area, and then upstairs are all the bedrooms. And I'm going to tell you, it is too small. This is why it's been on the market for over 6 months. The bedrooms are taking up way too much space. So we're going to go look at, this is the communal living space. There's a kitchen.
Yeah, when you're paying $5 million, you expect to have, it's lovely.
If you're sleeping 5 people, or this is where you go. You have to hide in your room.
Right.
They also have the gym. The floor plan also has a gym behind the kitchen. This is what they have for their gym.
Well, the next person's not going to use it like that.
Well, then they're not only not going to use it, they're not going to take it because they're taking all the equipment with them.
But then they should, okay, listing agent, get rid of that. Make it into a room right now if it's going with him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do love this though. Look at that.
Look at that. So starting in May all the way through October, you have a lot more living space. It's fantastic. And you're above everything that's cool. So there's that. Then this is, so 1000 West Washington was one of the first condo conversions, wasn't it? The first taking of an old building and turning it into housing. And so this is a prettier picture than the picture you see on Washington, but it's a really cool building. Now, this is not a pretty apartment. This is on the market for $1.7 million. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. This is what you get.
Well, some people, this appeals to them.
Some people love it.
But I think this is a good example of units in that building, for sure. So how many square feet is this unit?
This is 3344. 3,000.
$1.7 million. Okay.
And this is the, so look at these thick walls. I mean, and these are all load bearing. I mean, those thickness. So there's not a lot you can do except for these little ones. I don't know if you can see my cursor going around to change it.
No.
The decorators got it, and it can be really, been in a bunch of these. They can be really cool with very techy, tech forward decorations and decor, you know what I mean? Computers and interesting stuff.
Oh yeah, they can be really jazzed up. You know, I'm looking at the second floor. There's only one full bathroom on that second floor.
Yeah.
Even though there are 2 bedrooms.
Two. Primary suite, one over here. You see the primary suite has one, and then the second bedroom.
Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah. It's a small one though for a primary. Holy smokes.
No, I know. But there's no room.
Right. Huh.
Okay, so, and this is, I would have cleaned this up.
Absolutely.
1.7, do something. Paint it white, do something.
Yeah, it's Pepto.
It's Pepto, and it's been on the market for almost a year. Okay, so we're about to go to the next one. This is Ida. So this is a house. This is one of the few houses in the area very close to Fulton Market. So this is a little bit further west, but close to Fulton Market, all the Fulton Market activity.
Right.
So a cute little street called Ida. So now I'm going to remove it from the stage, and you're going to pop up number 2. There we go. So I couldn't make it look any better. So this is, and again, listing agent, you got to clarify the listing. This is a 3-bedroom house. 3-story house with a lower level that you can make it a 4. It could be one big house, or it can have, as these people have done, which I think is very intelligent, an Airbnb place where they earn about $2,200 a month in Airbnb income in 2023. So
wow.
So we're going to see some of it. This is how you come in to the main unit.
So this is a raised,
yes,
walk up to a second floor, which acts as your first floor.
Yes, this is the first floor of the main unit. You can make the downstairs part of it, but I think the only staircase, as you'll see here, is out the back side. So that makes it good for an Airbnb. That the only way into it is currently through the back stairs. But cute little front area. I've seen a number of these townhouses, and before they didn't have any hall closet. There was no closets. You had to go upstairs to your bedroom to put away your coat. And this one is fixed up. You've got a hall closet.
Okay.
Pretty kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Garage. See, I wouldn't have shown this, but this is
Right.
good Lord. I mean,
Yeah.
people. Some of their outdoor space, they have a bunch of outdoor space, but they didn't stage it in any way. So I'm sort of disappointed. But otherwise, the rooms look nice. They're smaller, but cute. That's on the market for just under 1.6.
Okay.
And then let's do the fourth property. Can you pop me up? So this is a cute condo at 728 West Jackson. Now, is Jackson south of I-90? I think it's not.
No, it's north.
It's
just north.
Just
two
north.
Streets north. It's Jackson and then Van Buren and then the highway.
Okay.
But this is, to put it in perspective, this is the loop side of the Kennedy, and it's right across the street from H Mart. Yes. So it's a cool location.
But you had also said that there was a ton under contract on the area south. And I was trying to really focus on what was available. And most of the availability seemed, at least in the price range that our viewers are interested in, was on the north side of I-90.
Right. Well, for a couple reasons, there's a lot of rentals south of I-90 for the college kids. And you have little where they don't change hands very much. They stay in families for generations. So yeah.
It's tricky. So this
is a good price point.
This is a very good price point, and it has a lot of amenities. And I don't know if I showed you all the amenities. So this is 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,400 square feet, and you can park. And they've got 2 parking spaces available for $30,000. It doesn't say what per car. So, wow. And of course, as your buying agent, Ann and I would put that in the price.
Yes.
So here's the floor plan, which is actually pretty great. So they make the primary bedroom right off the living room, and there's no door, which, you know, I'm a door girl, but, you know, here we go. So this is some of the living space. So this is a loft, but it feels lighter and easy. And look at that bathroom. So it's
nice
all pretty. But this is the living space. There's the primary bedroom behind it. Glass brick to provide even more light to the second bedroom. And then this is the shared outdoor space, pop-top roof, doghouse to the roof, really nice. They've got a nice gym.
Right.
They've got a carpeted basketball court, but okay. I bet you in a couple of months, that's going to be peeled up and they're going to turn it into pickleball, but that's me. I'm just saying that's so funny.
Right.
So that's all I had for that. Now, should we do quickly?
Yes, I want to. Yes, let's do it.
So for people who watch, we've been doing how fast do you think this will sell for the last 4 or 5 shows. And everything is still on the market except for these ones that I'm showing you. This cute house on Damen, which is redone really by these owners, was canceled. I wonder if they're going to wait 3 months and come back on the market. They're going to start fresh. But it is not on the market anymore. This skinny house on Scott Street is under contract. Finally, it was on the market for a couple of years. So yay. So skinny, but it's modern and pretty.
It didn't start at $1.8 million, did it?
No, it started at in the 2s, as everything does.
Yeah.
One aspires. And this one is under contract.
Oh yeah, we looked at this one.
This is the one so disastrous. I can't wait to tell you guys how much it sells for, because I would be shocked if it sold for anything like that. But we'll find out.
Interesting stuff.
That's all we got.
All right. Well, I think we covered a bunch of stuff today. Everybody, thank you for watching Monday Morning Coffee with Kyle and Ann. We will be back to you next time. Subscribe to our channels, follow us on social media, and of course, call us if you have questions about real estate. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.